So I was at 6,000 rupees a month, and at that month I cracked 26,000 rupees, and that was the world to me because it was like, oh my god, that's 4x jump in a single month. So I was super excited, and today we have done the same business 2.5 years back. Later, does 30 lakhs in 30 days. And how do you do the same? How we made 30 lakh rupees in just 30 days through our coaching business. And you might be thinking about the thumbnail and title. Is this even real? Yes, it is real. It is, of course, something that we have done. In 30 days, we have made 30 lakhs through our coaching business. And the reason we were able to do so was because I've learned some things over the time that has helped me achieve that amount. And the video exists because I want to share those exact learnings that have helped me make 30 lakh rupees in 30 days. That is approximately a lakh rupees a day. And you can earn the same amount, right? So that is what the goal of this video is. Before I move forward, my name is Himanshu Agrawal. I'm the founder at Internet Coaching Empire. We help experts and service providers. And the reason I'm making this video is so that you can see the value in it. You can apply it in your business and grow your business. And sometimes you may think that I can help you to grow your business, and then you can join my 97 rupees workshop, and I can help you over there in order to get the result that you're looking for. Anyways, without wasting any time, let's get into the content. These are 10 different things that I've learned, and the journey I started was 2.5 years ago, and the first month I made 26,000 rupees, and that was the world to me. I was the most happy at that time. The reason was not the amount; it was because I was doing a 6,000 rupees per month salary job. So I was at 6,000 rupees a month, and at that month I cracked 26,000 rupees, and that was the world to me because it was like, oh my god, that's 4x jump in a single month. So I was super excited, and today we have done the same business 2.5 years back. Later, does 30 lakhs in 30 days. And how do you do the same? And if you're thinking right now, as these numbers are very big and these numbers are not achievable, then let me tell you something. That's the first fault. That's the first fault. It's called as a mindset. You don't see the possibility of that thing happening, and that's why it will never happen with you. So you have to see the possibility. Right now, the next goal we are projecting with my team is 1 crore in 90 days. That's our next goal. And you might be thinking, 23-year-old guys, just a bunch of dudes making 1 crore in 90 days. Yes, we'll hit that. We easily know. We are doing 30 lakhs in 30 days. So in 90 days, 90 lakhs, 10 lakhs more, 1 crore. So not a big deal. And the goal after that is 1 crore a month. Is that possible? Yeah, it's that possible. It's easy actually. It's simple. I'll not say easy. It's simple. I've done the maths. I've done everything, and the same thing I'll share with you so that you can understand what are the 10 things you need to apply in order to get your business to the level that you're looking for. Make sense? Now, the first thing and the first lesson is product is everything. Product is everything. Let me explain you why. I believed that the marketing and sales part is the most important part because that will help me get sales and leads and all of that thing. But when I understood the product is the main game, everything changed because now, once I have product the main thing, I focus on the product. I make it the best, like the best of the best, right? When I do that, that conviction shows in my ads, that conviction comes in my videos, that conviction comes in my sales script, that conviction comes in my webinar, and that conviction comes everywhere across, even in my team members. And the moment that conviction happens, your conversion rate automatically goes up. And you can charge higher because you are now confident on the product. That's why product is everything. If you have worked on the product, even you're shooting a simple ad, you will put your whole energy into it because you know what you're selling. Just imagine there's a person, there's your best friend, right? And the best friend has eaten poison by mistake, and you have something in your hand and you think that can solve that problem. Let's say they're not the policeman guarding the best friend cannot let you go over there and make him drink that particular thing that can solve the problem. Would you stand there and be like, ki, theek hai, aap log jo karna ho? No. You will push everyone aside. You'll take the bottle, you'll put it in the throat, and you'll make the person drink because you know it will solve their problem. And that level of conviction is needed when you're selling or marketing your courses, your coaching, or whatever you're selling in the marketplace. If you don't have that conviction, why would someone buy from you and not anybody else? Because what you are is like you have thousands of competitors in you if you're in the coaching or consulting industry. So the first point is product is everything, right? I understood this. I made the product world class, and right now we arguably have the highest success rate in the industry. The number of people we have to the number of people who have got results is very, very high percentage. People don't even have the course completion rate of that much that I have the success rate of. Go to my YouTube channel. There's a playlist called Kingdom Club Winners. Click on that. You'll see a list of people. It keeps on coming. There are people who have made like 10 lakhs organically in 60 days. Sounds absurd, but yeah, they've done that. It's a whole case study. Go and watch. The second point, after product is everything, is all profits are derived from risk. And this is said by Peter Drucker. If you don't know who's Peter Drucker, just Google him up. legend. But what he said was in his one of his books is all profits are derived from risk. The thing that I can see in myself as a difference of making 1 lakh rupees a month as making 30 lakh rupees a month is the ability to take risk. Most people fear from this thing. After understanding of taking multiple risks, so when I was making 50,000 a month, I need to take a risk to jump to 3.5 lakhs a month. When I was making 3.5 lakhs a month, I need to make a jump to 10 lakhs a month, and I did that. Then from 10 to 20, it was another big risk that I took. Then from 20 to 30 is another big risk. Now 1 crore in 90 days, another big risk, and 1 crore in 1 month is another level of risk. So when these risks increase, you start inducing fear in yourself, and when you induce fear in yourself, you can't move because fear is crippling. So you have to remove that thing in order to get more things done. So the risk factor, you'll feel it always, and maybe you fail, but yeah, so what, like you'll not try? You need to try the thing. So you may fail, but if you take a calculated risk, the chances are very less. I'll show you how to take the calculated risk later in this video, where I've explained some things which you will understand, and you can now calculate the risk, right? So that's what the game is. All profit are derived from risk. You need to take a risk in your business. You need to spend in marketing. You need to hire people that you think may not be the right fit, and then they become magically the right fit. You need to pay higher amounts to higher ticket consultants. You need to pay higher amounts to specialists. You can need to do all of these things, and these are risks that you need to take for your business, right? Always remember, play to win. Don't play so not to lose. Let me repeat that again. When we start, we play to win, so that we are like doing everything in our hand in order to get the win, right? To win the game. When we make some money, we get to the position of how can I not lose? And that's a different perspective. So you need to play from the perspective of how can I win, not from the perspective of how can I not lose. And this shifts the whole perspective around how you put your money everywhere and how you put your energy, resources, and time everywhere. The third point is team is gold, make them partners and get the most out. So earlier I had a team where I had salaries, I had commissions, I had incentives, I had all these things. But I was not able to see the level of productiveness, the level of efficiency, and the level of work before I get this thing right. And the thing was making your team members your partners, and literally being like, hey, if you make this much, you get this much percentage, you get this much percentage, you get this much. And the percentage cannot be like on the first time, it can be like very concrete because you don't know how much profit you will make or what's your numbers in the start. So you can be like, hey, you are my partners. This is what I can minimum promise you. And now from what I don't want you to think as an employee or as a team member, I want you to think as a partner, because not your business, because you have stake in it. Now you have some equity in this thing. And by equity, I don't mean you're just giving up the shares of a company. By equity, I mean you're giving some percentage commission on the total revenue, total profits you make, which makes them come more to the game, because now they know that if the bar goes up, their particular thing would also go up. And it's not like the entrepreneur is taking everything. It's a team member also getting a lot of things. If I give you example, I've got 3 employees right now that have 1 lakh rupees a month salary. Not salary, but salary plus commissions and all these things. It's 1 lakh per month. Just imagine that. And these are like, one is 24 years old, one is 23 years old, and one is 19 years old or something. And these people are making like lakh rupees a month. You need to get that done, because team members, once become partners, they put their whole sweat, blood, everything into the game. And when that happens, when 5-6 people put their everything into the game changes. It's as simple as that. Fourth, customer is the king. You need to become super customer obsessed. One thing that every customer said about me when I'm recording case study is that you are super customer obsessed. You don't believe. I literally created a software. It's called as Mail Jar, because my customer was having a problem fetching emails. Just think that your customers are going through 10,000 problems right now, right? If they tell you any other problem than the course or the consulting you're selling from, you just be like, this is not my problem, just go figure it out. That is where you're lacking. One of my customers came and he's like, I'm not able to fetch emails. There's no good software. I'm like, okay. I literally hired a coder. I gave him like good salary. And I created the software, Mailjar. It's a Chrome extension, right? So if you see over here, I don't know if you can see, but it's an extension. You can type on Google Mailjar. And it's a software. I created that software. You know what happened the moment I created that software? One person, his name is Sai. He made 57,000 in 4 hours. Zero say 57,000 in 4 hours, one of my customers, right? So the customer is the king. Whatever problem the king is having, I need to solve that no matter what happens. And you need to become super customer obsessed, because when you do that, other people who are your prospect, who are your leads, can see how customer obsessed you are. And that's why they like that thing and they want to get in your community and not any other community. By the way, I'm not selling something cheap over here. I don't have a 5,000-10,000 rupees course, right? It's a very expensive course that I don't allow everyone to get in, and we have acceptance rate. right? You might be having a conversion rate, I have an acceptance rate. We literally reject people, and I can show you WhatsApp screenshots where people are like, I'm paying you money, I'm like, I don't want your money. Because we are very focused on qualifying the customer before getting them in. Because I what matters to me is success rate. I don't care about revenue and profits, I care about success rate. What is the success rate of my community? I see people focusing on profit and revenues, and their course completion rate is 6%, and they're happy. I'm like, that's being sad. Though you are making 50 lakhs, but your customer is not even completing 6% of your course, that means it's garbage, right? You need to focus on your success rate. And once you do that, everything changes, because now you're focusing on the biggest result that the customer wants. And if you focus on this result, if the customer gets that, why would he not buy more from you? As simple as that. Then comes fifth, which is results speak themselves. You need to show your results. If you're like, hey, I want to make 30 lakhs a month, 40 lakhs a month, whatever, what results do you have? My first question is, what results do you have? Why do you think you're credible about 30 lakhs a month? Let's say you're a Facebook ads agency and you're like, hey, I want to make 30 lakhs a month. Good. How much ad spend you're doing for people? How much ad spend you're doing on yourself? Is your skill level at 30 lakhs? Simple questions. Results speak themselves. If you can show results that you have got for people or got for yourself, then they will speak themselves. You don't need to be like super salesy tactic and all these things in order to convert more people. You just can show the results. Hey, this is what the case is. I remember that a lot of customers see my one of the case studies and they're like, hey, this person had done it. Just by watching the case study, I can clearly tell I'm more smarter and more skilled than this person. Do you think I can get the results? I'm like, you're literally telling the answer yourself. And then we qualify the person. If he's the right fit, we get him in. And the person just crushes all the records, right? I have people who have made like 3.5 lakhs in 20 days, 90% profit, 10 lakh in 60 days. A lady recently cracked a 2 lakh rupees deal in a single shot, right? That lady was charging barely anything. By the way, the lady is on something to crack a 4 crore deal as well. So that would be the biggest case study till now. So I have people who are lakpatis and croropatis from zero in like 2 months or 3 months. So results speak themselves. If your results are good, people would like to collaborate with you. The reason my YouTube channel is growing right now very fast and we are getting likes and comments and shares and everything is because the content is valuable. I know that because I'm putting effort into that, and I know that the thing I'm teaching is really helping out people. Sixth, know your numbers to the deepest level. Let me ask you some question. What's your cost per lead? What's your CTR? What's your average order value? What's your cost per action? What's your lifetime value of the customer? What's your CPM? If I ask you this seven random things from your business, you don't even know the answers of them. That means you don't know your numbers. And if you don't know your numbers, you don't know maths. Peter Drucker, again, he says business is nothing but maths and psychology. So if your maths is poor, though your psychology is strong, you'll not win the game, because you need to understand your numbers on the deepest level possible so that you can figure out what is not working. And then you can work on that particular thing and solve only that thing. I see many people, hey, my leads are very bad. I'm like, okay. And he's like, I need to, work on my ads. I'm like, okay, makes sense. Let's see that out. And I see they have a 2.3% CTR. I'm like, that's excellent CTR. Your ads are working well. Why is that a problem? And then I go to the landing page, and the landing page conversion rate, LPCR, is 3%. And I'm like, here you go. Your landing page is converting at 3% and your 2% CTR. If you can get the landing page to 10%, you are rocking. And they're like, oh shit, I didn't know. Numbers, right? So know your numbers on the deepest level possible. 3 things you need to control in your business when talking about numbers is CPA, AOV, and LTV. CPA, cost per action. So for example, if I'm selling a 97 rupees workshop through ads, what is the cost I'm ready to give out so that I can be the highest bidder in the market, right? So a CPA, what is the cost per action you're ready to give to the platform so that they can send you leads? CPA, what's your CPA? Second, now CPA can be for a purchase product, it can be a lead, it can be of anything. AOV, average order value. What is the average order value of each client who is checking out from the whole process? So let's say you have 7 products, right? And the person should go through this. What is the average order value of this whole thing? Let me give you an example. Many people go to Big Bazaar, right? But Big Bazaar has calculated their average order value. That means if 100 people come to Big Bazaar and if 100 people leave out, on average, one person is spending how much money with Big Bazaar? And the moment they've calculated, now they can spend that much money to acquire the customer. So for example, my average order value is, let's say, 500 rupees. So every customer who comes in the door will spend 500 rupees with me. Now someone will spend 2500, someone will spend 3 rupees. But on an average, they'll spend 500 rupees. That means on an average, I'm ready to spend even 400, 500 rupees to acquire the customer. because I know my average order value. So if average order value is 500, they'll pay me 500. I know I can spend 500. So if I spend 500, I acquire them again the 500, it's break even. And now I own the customer. So I can sell something else in order to get more revenue long term. Make sense? And the last thing is LTV. This is called as lifetime value of the customer. That means throughout different horizons, what is the value that the customer will bring to you? So in a 3 month, 6 month, or 1 year period, what is the lifetime value of that customer? So in 3 months, how much the customer will pay you on an average? On a 6 month period, how much a customer on an average will pay you? And on 12-month duration, how much a customer will pay you? Once you know these numbers, you can be like, oh, so let's say a customer in a 6 month period will pay you 10,000 rupees. Now you can actually acquire that customer for 8,000 rupees. Just imagine you're ready to have a CP of 8,000 rupees. Why? Because you know that in a 6 month period, I'll get 10,000 rupees out from the customer. That's why I can spend today 8,000 rupees so that I can have 6 months but 10,000 rupees and 2,000 rupees profit that I'm looking for. Make sense? So you'll be profitable in the long term. So you need to think like that. That's why know your numbers. Then we have seventh, raise your standards. Raise your standards, and by standards I mean standards of your price, standards of your quality, standards of your content, standards of your working, standards of your ethics, standards of everything that you can ever imagine of when it comes to your business. You need to raise the standards. If you're not raising the standards, it will not, the game will not look much of progress to you. We are increasing literally the price of my inner circle every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks the price increases, and that's raising my standard. Every week I'm adding something new, I'm removing something, that's raising the standard of the content. I'm doing a mastermind, that's raising a standard, right? I'm doing a mastermind loss by raising the standard, right? So to serve the customer, I'm ready to do multiple things, and that's why I'm raising the standard. And due to those standards, I can achieve multiple things. And now you'd be like, why are you doing a mastermind on loss? First of all, customer is the king, and my customer said I want to meet you live and talk to you and work on my business. I'm like, makes sense. Secondly, the reason I'm doing at loss is because I have enough profits. So I have like literally a pile of cash sitting from the past 2.5 years that I'm collecting, which is called as a cash reserve of company. And when you have good cash reserves, you can actually put some money out and do that little thing that you're looking for your customer, which makes them extremely happy. But actually, it's this part of your whole cash reserve due to which you can handle losses and you can do more things than your competitors. Then we come to eighth, it's daily meetings. One of the things you need to make sure is daily meetings, because you need to hold the team members accountable for the work. Right now, you are not accountable to someone, and your team members are not accountable to someone. Due to which you will never know is the work getting done or not done. Right. So daily meetings. That means what I do is every night, 11 p.m., 12 p.m. We have a meeting with my team, and all the team members sit and they tell me the update of the whole day. What happened? How did it happen? How much cash collected? What did you do? What wrong went? What right went? How can we double down on the right things? Everything. And once that is done in the whole team members, I'm good to go, because for the next day they're prepared, they know the mistakes, and they'll not repeat the same thing again. Right. So daily meetings, that makes them accountable, you accountable, and everyone is in synergy and on the same page. Right. So you're not thinking too ahead, and they're not leave behind too back, and they're on the same page with you. Ninth, specialists are the reason of scale. Um, I know I say that you need a lot of generalists to scale your business, not scale, to make your business run, and that's very correct. I have a lot of generalists in my company, but the thing that will change the game in your company is called as a specialist. So the moment I bring a media buyer, that means a person who runs your ads, and the person is of next level, everything would change, because now the person knows how to control the CPA, the average order value, and everything, and can get me better numbers on lower cost, and that's why I can win the game much more faster. If I can get a salesman who can close like 10 lakh rupees of deals like this, good work, right? So I'm having another specialist. Then I can have a community manager who is a coach himself, has coached like big people of the industry. By the way, I've had that person. That is a specialist again, and that's why the results in the community would skyrocket, because now you have a specialist who's working on those people. Makes sense? So specialists will scale your business. Similarly, mentor. Getting a mentor is a specialist, right? That person knows what he's doing, and when you apply the same thing that the person is teaching you, you actually scale up your results because he's a specialist. So whenever you add a specialist, you're basically scaling your company, and whenever you are adding generalists in your company, you're basically stabilizing your company, right? So makes sense. Chaos, stability, scale, and stability, right? So you need to focus on both. And the last thing is, cash reserves are your superpower. As I said again, the reason I can go from 10 lakhs to 30 lakhs in a single month is because of one thing which is called as cash reserves. I have a huge pile of cash reserves. Cash reserves, like I can run my company right now. Let's say I go on a vacation for next 2 years, right? And I want to run my company. I need to give salaries and overhead cost and software cost and all these things. I have enough cash reserve that I can run my company the next 20 months without any thinking. For the next 20 months, my company can go super smooth without any hindrance. How amazing is that now? Right? So that cash reserves gives you the power. And for that cash reserve, you need to lower your lifestyle. Right? You need to lower your lifestyle. If you're following me on Instagram, by the way, links in the description. You might be seeing I'm traveling a lot right now from the past 3 months. It's because I can now. But from the past 2 years, I was not doing any fancy shit, not buying expensive clothes, no expensive watches, no expensive shoes, no travel holidays, nothing like that. And I was building my cash reserve. I was just making money and putting it aside, making money, putting it aside, making it money, putting it aside. And my salary for the past 2 years was around 8,000 rupees a month. And I was surviving on that. So you have to think like that. Like, what can you sacrifice? On what levels you can go in order to get the things done? So that is basically becomes a superpower, because 2 years from now, my competitor has spent all the money and they are like break even or little bit of profits, and now they're running a family or whatever. While I have a cash reserve that can help my company run for 20 months. So even if I take 10 months out of money and I put into ads to scale my company, there's no loss. And I don't need to have an investor. I don't need to give out equity because I have cash reserves. I worked for that thing for 2 years so that I can get that thing right now. And I know that even if this money goes away, or just like, let's say I fail and this money destroys, no problem. I still have 10 months of cash reserves that can make my company run smooth for next 10 months, even if a recession comes, right? For example, if recession comes, your company is like dying the next day. I am okay for the next 20 months. I'm like, okay, 1.5 साल तक चलता रहे recession, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. So understand like that. These are the 10 lessons I learned. I hope you got value from them. If you got value, like, subscribe वाले button थोड़े दबा दो, फायदा हो जाएगा आपका मेरा. Also, if you want to join the workshop, link in the description. Follow me on Instagram, link in the description again. I'll see you in the next video. But before that, one more thing. If you're getting value from these, let me know in the comments what was the best thing you learned in those 10 points. Just put 1 point, whatever your was favorite one. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
अगर ये इस टाइप की वीडियो पसंद है तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब मत करो. Click on my channel, see all the videos. If you feel like there are videos which can actually help you, then so click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for the notifications. Thank you.